Hello and welcome to yet another episode. And today is just a follow up on the video that we did about Bitcoin. And yeah, Bitcoin is really pushing on the downside, a lot of bearish sentiments. And let's jump into the charts and see the technical bit of it, and also we get to look at a few micro factors that are really causing the price of gold to push. I mean, the price of BTC to push on the downside, and what exactly should we anticipate BTC to go to, right? So this is the chart that we had marked last time. I remember when I did the analysis, the price was about testing this particular trend line, and we can see from there what we are seeing now is quite a big drop of prices. We were talking about whether BTC is going to be able to hold the 98 level, but we can see this level was taken out, right? So, of course, what we anticipate is to see maybe probably looking at the technicals, we are looking at the price basically coming to about 79, 243 levels, 74, 641 levels. This is why I have my order block. I trade the order blocks because this is quite really a high. It's quite a key level here on the daily time frame, right? So and this is the test that now we'll be looking at whether BTC is going to hold at this particular level. And if it holds this level, therefore, we'll be seeing some bullish sentiments. But in case it doesn't hold onto that level, then a break below that, we'll be seeing the price even now coming all the way to these particular levels about. Of course, first of all, we'll be targeting the liquidities here about 66,951, and then now we see the price coming to about 57. So the 57,000. So the question is, are we going to see Bitcoin at 57,000 levels? So if you look at from where it is, from the all-time highs that it reached, all the way down to this particular point, we are seeing about 29%. It has lost about 29%. There was an instance whereby we saw Bitcoin actually lose about it lost about 80%. There was that instance. I think it was somewhere here. This move here, we saw Bitcoin lose about, yeah, it was almost about 80%. This drop here after creating some all-time high. The all-time high were created in Jan 2022, and the price dropped until April 2023, like a year of bearish sentiments there. So if again you look at these from the weekly time frame, what you are trying to see here is the same levels we have been talking about even on the daily time frame. They're the same levels we are looking at also on the weekly time frame. So this level has been taken out, right? So we have four consecutive. This is the fourth consecutive week for BTC, Bitcoin being a bearish. So how will the price react on these levels here? So that's key. This level is very key in terms of seeing whether the prices are going to break below or maybe probably the price is going to hold this level. So we might be able to see this kind of move, price coming to these levels, then pushing up to some point there, and then maybe probably we see the price gaining the momentum to push all the way down. Or probably what we might witness maybe probably is the price might drop like that, then retest this zone and maybe probably drop all the way to that particular point. So all these are different scenarios on how the price is likely to react, right? So, but we have quite some strong bearish sentiments, quite some strong bearish sentiment. And now you understand, once you see the price push or the price break below this particular level, honestly we'll be talking about the next level we'll be talking about here will be around 50, all right, around the 50k level, okay. And below that you can see there is also a very big potential of this Bitcoin tanking, right? So let's just see how the markets are going to price themselves, especially for BTC. So those will be our levels to look at, okay. Okay, so like I mentioned last time, I don't trade it the leveraged way, the way we trade the gold and the likes. For me, I'm one person who only buys and holds in the wallet. I buy and hold in the wallet. I can also lock them even to get some more earnings in terms of how to invest in these cryptos. Maybe one day I'll do a video in terms of different ways that you can be able to make money in BTC. Of course, maybe probably once we get the full regulation. Therefore, we will be now tapping into these opportunities because they are massive, massive opportunities that you can be able to really tap on the cryptocurrency to give us. Some passive income. All right. So when you talk about maybe the reason why we have this, apart from now what you're seeing the technical levels, of course, there is the macro or policy uncertainty. We have also seen BTC expect the dollar, and we have seen now the stepping back. Investors are stepping back basically because hopes for imminent US rate cuts are faded. So we have a higher real yields and a farmer dollar, which makes a farmer dollar, which make risk assets, including a BTC, less attractive, right? BTC, the gold, right now they are becoming less attractive, right? So if also you look at the institutional outflows, so the US spot Bitcoin ETF, they have been seeing sizable withdrawals recently. If you look at those particular that particular data, they have been seeing quite some withdrawals as well. All right. So, and this has really been causing the prices to push on the downside. Of course, anytime the whales of load, we see this kind of moves, right? So this has basically been able to remove now the institutional demand that has helped the price to rally all the way to about 128, the all-time high that we have currently. So. Also, when you look at probably the on-chain and sentiment signal, which are flashing very cautious sentiment as well. So we have seen many short-term on-chain metrics and derivatives indicators which have turned bearish as well. E.g., for instance, the exchange flows, the short-term holder behaviors, and the fear is also high across the market indicators. Okay, so those are some of the macros or the main forces that are really driving the prices of Bitcoin on the downside. Of course, we have also been seeing perpetual futures funding, which have turned negative at times, and large open interest led to cascade liquidations. Right. So again, all these anytime there is much liquidation, of course, liquidation means maybe probably people who had held on Bitcoin now are starting selling their position or are starting selling their Bitcoin because of the fear that the price is going to continue pushing on the downside. And this has also, it's also a factor that is driving the prices of Bitcoin on the downside. Okay, so here for me, I'll stand with Warren Buffett. Always says when people are fearful and are selling, so look for buying opportunities. So for me, I'll only be positioning myself with the dips, looking at some buying potentials because now the price is coming to the discounted levels, and this is the best opportunity for you. It can present the best opportunity for investors who are looking at the long-term value of BTC, right? So remember, like I mentioned last time, we saw the price dip from all the way 69k, right? And the price came all the way to about 15k 15,640, right? So this was very good opportunity, right, for people looking at potential buying opportunities there. So again, this could it be another opportunity that is really popping up. So if you're left behind last time, make sure this time round you're not left behind. Be a participator of this, and let's see whether Bitcoin will give us. I'm projecting, but you might be amazed with my projection. But I'm projecting in future. I don't know when. Maybe probably we are going to see Bitcoin at 1 million USD, right, in future. Maybe that will be during our fourth generation time, but anything is possible. Let's just monitor, we position ourselves accordingly, and I believe there are massive opportunities that we can be able to get from these cryptocurrencies, and especially the Bitcoin. Of course, how Bitcoin is designed basically to beat inflation, and the aspect of scarcity, which is brought about by the halving, makes with the time it will make Bitcoin become very scarce. And of course, when it's very scarce, that means we will start seeing prices pushing on the upper direction. Okay, so it's not yet late for you to be a participant of this. Make sure you join. If you don't know how to go about it, get in contact with me. I gonna show you how to go about it. So get in contact with me, and we can have a chat on the way forward regarding these cryptocurrencies. All right. So with that, thank you, and have a nice time, and see you in the next one.